Jet 227, we're in an uncontrolled dive. We got a jam stabilizer or something.
Oh, Lord, we're coming out of 7,000. I see nothing but houses.
When I say I want you to retract the flaps, retract the gear, trim us nose down, okay?
Trim down? What are you going to do?
Margaret,
yeah.
When I tell you I want you to push these forward, full throttle, can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, when I tell
Wait, sir, what are we doing? Why would I trim down?
We're going to roll it.
Catherine, I guess it's a mark of a great actor if you take a duff film and make it seem like a masterpiece. Is that the case here?
Ooh, I think that's a little bit harsh. Although it is a film entirely propelled by one man's amazing performance, and not just performance, but actually just his charisma. He's just so incredibly cool. What strikes me as strange about this film is it's like The Master. It's sort of an alcoholic guy stumbling towards redemption, and there's a lot of sort of God things going on.
Did you see it as a religious film, Peter?
Well, it's very religiose. It has all. It ventures into sort of M. Night Shyamalan territory rather worryingly sometimes. It is a terrifically enjoyable film, and it's not just about Denzel Washington. It's about the way in which that airline, that central scene, the crisis, is put together just terrifically well.
Oh yeah, that central moment with the plane crash is
brilliant.
Brilliant.
Moment, that is
Shades of Castaway, Zemeckis' last live-action film, which had a similar moment.
Yeah, absolutely great. And Robert Zemeckis, it's showing you that, you know, that it takes a certain kind of skill to put together a very entertaining, feel-good, old-school Hollywood movie, and that's what he does. You can't be too hoity-toity about the craftsmanship involved in doing that. It's a little bit of an absurd film. I found it very enjoyable while I was watching it, even with Kelly Reilly's bits, which is where it frankly sags. But at the end of it, I thought, what on earth was that about? I mean, I assumed it was based on a true life story. It's not. It's completely made up. It's based on, as I understand it, one extraordinary detail that emerged from a real air disaster, that if your flight controls are locked and you're in an apparently fatal free fall heading to the ground, in theory you can level the plane out and put it into a glide with one terrifying manoeuvre. And I won't say any more than that, but that's all that it's based around.
I thought its attitude towards addiction was fascinating for a mainstream Hollywood film. There is the implication that for those moments he couldn't have achieved what he did if he hadn't been high on coke and booze. Yeah,
with a little tweak, this film could be a great kind of campaigning. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. But that's the thing, is that Washington's performance is so kind of complicated and deft and you know, you're magnetic. So you read a lot of stuff into it, which you know, the filmmakers are perhaps trying to back away from, because you can't possibly in a Robert Zemeckis film be suggesting this sort of thing.
It's a good thing, no.
But the film undeniably does.
And that is the interesting thing about the film, is that it's not his fault. Not only is it not his fault,
well, no,
but maybe if he wasn't,
absolutely,
it didn't have the zing of that coke, he wouldn't have had the balls to try doing what he did.
Yeah.
And that is I thought a very interesting subject, which Zemeckis, I think, rather backs away from in a way, the much more challenging implication of the film. But it's very silly, but it's very watchable.
I've known you 11 years, Whip.
Right.
You want to tell me that you and Trina went to dinner and you had 2 glasses of wine?
No.
Sounds like a nice restaurant. Now, which one was it?
You have to say that. It was an ordinary day, Margaret. I mean, it was an ordinary day. You know me. I was in shape to fly. And, you have a problem saying that?